but what you cooking, man?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Iron Minds Tuesday morning here. It's the first Tuesday of May. I can't even believe it. What's up, fellas? Nick, Pedro, how's life? How you living?
It's going down. Like a baby treats a diaper.
I love it, man. Rocking the bike, dude. You got the Iron Man coming up soon.
I was like the quote. That was a quote from my good friend Norm Peterson. So I've got plenty more where that came from. And yes, sir, we got holy shit, we have 11 days. 11 days from right. 11 days from right now, I will be standing in a whole line of other people regretting their life's decisions, waiting to get into the water.
Dude, I love it, dude. I'll be watching my baby girl graduate that day, man. It's a big day.
That's right. Big day all around. I feel like mine took 18 years to accomplish, so it's about the same.
Yeah. Pedro, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Oh, man, I am dude, I'm doing good. I almost want to say too blessed to be stressed, you know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, I'm great, dude. My wife got a job yesterday, dude. Look at that.
Nice.
The power of the network
Dude.
came through, man. Someone referred my wife to a really good company, a company that we all know, and yeah, she's going to start June 1st. So really excited about that. And
Awesome.
man, I got what 3 days until Large Cars Guitars in Bristol, Tennessee. Really stoked about that. I'm going to go hang out with our good buddy Carlos Gracie and hang with Tony Justice and a whole bunch of other folks and look at some really cool RS cars. So,
Nice.
I'm awesome,
Nice.
bro.
That was
I'm awesome.
Nice, very cool. Hey, shout out to my friends over at Live to Ship in Kansas City. Got to see them last week, and they gave me some swag, which is great. Man, I got to tell you about my weekend, though, guys. Check this out. So on Saturday, we had a gala. It was a 20-year anniversary celebration for our school. This is our 20th year as a school, and it happens to also coincide with the first graduating class at the school. My daughter's in that graduating class, which is really cool. And we're raising money for an endowment to have a strong financial footing for the future. And we were hoping to, make $50,000. Dude, we raised $165,000.
Nice.
That's so amazing, dude. So amazing.
Wow, that's awesome.
What a great turnout. And then on my way out the door, I tripped and I rolled my ankle really bad. And so now I'm like trying to walk this thing off. I've been staying active the last 3 days, icing it like crazy, trying to get back as quickly as I can. So
don't talk about rolled ankles or household accidents right now. Okay, that is bad. I'm
just telling you.
Bubble wrap over here.
Yeah, no, it was a bittersweet night. So I was all super excited about that, and then I spent the rest of the evening on the couch with a little ice, just trying to keep the swelling down. And I'll be all right. But man, it's like, come on. After a great night like that, but it's all right.
It's all right. A good night needs some battle wounds of some kind.
That's right. I'll never forget that night even more now.
Exactly.
Yeah, the bathroom's almost finished. The bathroom remodel. Like we're down to like caulking the grout lines and like this little stuff. So really excited about that.
That's gonna be
Almost
excited to have
done.
that over. It's kind of like you're entering your own taper. You're gonna not know what to do with yourself. Like we have this other bathroom now. I don't get it.
Yeah, I know. And it's nicer than our other bathrooms. So,
Man, I
I
am so not looking forward to that on my end, Trey. Like I am saving my bathrooms for like absolute or second to last. It's gonna be my bathrooms and then my floors because I know that
yeah,
thing is just going to be an absolute nightmare,
yeah,
man.
it is, man. It's a lot of work, but it looks pretty good. Here, I'll have to show you guys a picture real quick. I'll have to show the crowd, show everybody a little picture. So here's the shower how it turned out.
Oh, that looks good, dude. I love those glass doors. Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice, man.
you gotta love the glass, man. It really
You
really
did all
makes
that
it look
tile
good.
work yourself, Trey?
I did. Yes, sir.
Dude, bro, mad props, man. I do not
Yes,
mess
sir.
with tile, man. So, whew, humongous shout out to you for that, bro.
Yeah, I like it. I'm a little OCD, and so stuff like that is kind of fun because it allows me to get kind of nerd out on some of that.
Yeah.
And so
I was never trained in it, man. I never had with all the construction trades I know, I never had a friend that was a tile guy. So I've never
yeah.
done it. You know what I mean? So like, I don't want to do it because I know how intense it is. And it's like, man, this is definitely something you need to be trained to do. So man, but dude, that looks absolutely amazing. What'd you do? Did you do like 14 by 14 squares on that tile? Is that what you did?
No, I did 12 by 24s. I'm gonna share my screen
Gotcha.
so you can see it without it busting around in my hand here. So let me get this up on the screen. I'll show you. All right, so here we go. So take a look at this. There it is, right there.
Oh, dude, that's
So
cool.
yeah, so those are 12 by 24 tiles up there. Yeah,
That's
and
Get
there's some cool
yourself
stuff
part of the
here.
Trey Griggs hotel collection right there, boy.
That's
I
right. So you can see
know.
like there's actually a window in the shower just because of the way that I had to do it. So I had him put glass up there so it makes like a place to put shampoo and razor, and then I didn't have to put a box into the actual shower. I'm also really
Nice.
proud of the fact that the shower handle is way far away from the shower head, so you can turn the shower on without getting wet. Let it heat up.
That's cool, bro.
So
That's
got a
cool,
little
man.
chair, got a little seat in there for like shaving your legs and stuff. Got the
Y'all know.
white tiles on the ground. Got the
I don't know
trim
if
all
you
around the edge. Yeah,
Oh, I like that
Well
seat there in the
done.
corner too. Oh, it's up to the ceiling.
yeah,
I didn't see that before. Man, Trey,
yeah,
that's awesome, bro. You did an amazing job on that.
yeah. That was really fun, dude. Really, really fun. So yeah, I was able to just totally geek out about that, which is good for the old OCD.
Achievements is achievement, so that is great.
That's right.
And I'd be all proud, like, hey, look at what this person I hired to do did for me in my bathroom.
Well, I'll tell you, for me, I really just love looking around my house and just remembering. It's like every time I see something I did before, it's like I get that sense of satisfaction all over again. It's like if I mow my yard, I get it once, and I got to mow it again. I get it again. But these projects, I do them once, and then it's like every time I look at it, like these windows back here, I changed out these windows to upgrade them to more of like a more modern, nice double pane window. And I installed them. I did all that. So it's like every time I see those, it's like I did that, So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
That's for sure. That is for sure. Well, our good friend Michael's out for the count today. It happens. I was out last week. I was in Kansas City with my parents and just didn't really get out of bed. It's up too late. Up too late. Made it tough. But it's good to be back. Good to see you guys. I feel like I'm running on fumes right now, kind of burning the candle from both ends right now. And I'll be happy when summer rolls around and graduation's over. And,
Now, when the kids
might
are
be
out of the house, like obviously you just put all this effort into it. I mean, you guys plan on staying there a long time. You have different ideas of once they're all getting educated and shit.
Nick, he did
Yeah,
that for
well,
us, okay? The kids are moving out, and
right.
Iron Man Tribe
Right,
is
you
moving
guys
in, bro. Come on.
right. That is the
Where we
guest
stop being
bathroom.
polite and we start getting real. Iron
Yeah.
sharpens iron.
That's right. That is the guest bathroom that we built for the guest bedroom. Yeah, Pedro, it's yours. No, it's a good question. We don't know yet. We kind of don't want to move until we know where our kids are going to be, but we don't want to be here long term. But we are trying to get my parents to move in here. That's part of the reason that I did all this. Because we want my parents to move in. So hopefully we can talk them into that. They're 81 and 83, kind of getting to that point where it's hard to take care of their own home, and I'd rather get all that stuff dealt with now than, when they pass or when they're too old to really, do it, so
Makes sense.
get the stuff out of their house that they want to give to people, give them a home base. They like to travel. My sister lives in Oregon. My aunt lives in Arizona. They like to go on cruises. Like, I keep telling them, like, listen, this is your home base. You don't have to live here all the time. But, when you come back from your trips, you got a place to stay. You don't have to keep up with the house or mow a yard, And, I'm hopeful that they, at some point, take the leap and move in here.
Oh, that's
But
pretty cool.
We'll see.
Whew. Well, I'm in that awkward stage, and I know that's where Lumber's at too. I guarantee he's better at tapering than I am too. But I don't know if you ever trained for a big event, but if you've ever done like a marathon or any sort of long distance thing that has a long taper, your peak workouts are anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks out from the event. And I did my last big ride on Friday. It was 100 miles on the bike, and now it's taper time, and now nothing fits. So you got like 2 whole weeks of thinking that you didn't do enough, and there's nothing you can do about it. Just trying not to trip over something. And I'll tell you what, though, I'm more tired now than I have been in the previous 18 weeks. It's like you slow down and everything just goes boom and just like levels you. That's been my experience. And then I actually was in another POTS crash yesterday. So 2 in 2 weeks, that's awesome. Which I'm still kind of feeling it. But just getting through those next things, and like you're trying to dial in rest and nutrition, and this time is going to fly by so quick. Yeah. And I always call tapering like, I don't know if you've ever seen The Golden Child with Eddie Murphy. I assume you have.
It's been a while, long time.
Well, there's that scene where he has to carry the water, that cup of water without spilling a drop across the thing. And like there's no ground, and like can't spill a single drop. You got to be perfectly pure. And, he's tripping, falling. He's like, oh, damn it. But when he finally gets across, pours it in the fire, he's like, oh, turn on the goddamn lights. To me, that's like what tapering is. You can't spill a drop.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a crazy process to get ready for something like this, but it's also amazing what the human body can do. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely amazing.
I really enjoyed, it's going to be cliche, but I really enjoyed the process. I'm still scared to death of the race, but I haven't missed a workout.
Yeah.
Since January 1st. Not one.
Incredible, dude.
I've modified for things, if you get a little injured or some time constraints, but never did I say, oh, I don't feel like doing it today and not do it.
Yeah.
A guy like me is always going to have a constant health battle, but I'm healthier than I was 18 weeks ago. Yeah. Like, incredible. I'm using less insulin than I was 18 weeks ago. And that level of commitment and discipline, I'm hoping now this is the real thing. I'm hoping that after Ironman, and when I start picking some other events, probably some other triathlons, but that are less distance, less commitment, I maintain that same level of discipline and commitment into the other areas of my life.
Yeah. Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah, so, you can't do something like this without that. Yeah, go ahead, Pedro.
I was gonna say, so Nick, when are you? I was actually thinking about this the other day. For some odd reason, part of my social media is people who do Spartan races and Ironmans. God, I wonder how that got into my stuff. But, I see some of these people, man, like it's kind of like a 50-50 split, about their training. Some say they train up to the day before, like, I don't know how hard they're going, but up to the day before, and they give themselves 24 to 40 hours rest. But I've seen others say that they'll stop their workouts 3, 4, 5 a week out and give their body time to repair from all the stuff they've been doing to it for, however long. So that way when they go into the race, their muscles are fresh and repaired and all that. So, like, what's your thought on that, Nick? When are you stopping your training beforehand? So they see
Well,
you tapering down,
I'm not stopping anything. And that's where some of the confusion comes from, I think, with some. But to be clear, like, I know there are people out there who think there's one answer, but they are wrong. There's not one answer because it depends on the type of event you're training for, what you put into it, and it also matters how conditioned you were to start with. So, Mr. Lombard, he'll require less time to recover than I will. Somebody who was even more on the couch than I was at the beginning of this might take more time to recover than me. If I'm training for a Spartan, if I'm training for an ultra, which is a 30+ mile event, that week before, I will dial down. For like a sprint event, something that's going to take me 1 to 2 hours, I'll probably do 1 or 2 days of active recovery, but I won't stop anything. I'll just modify. And I'm even right now, instead of doing 1.5 hours to 2 hours on the bike, I'm just doing 45 minutes. Next week I'll probably just do 30 minutes once or twice. Because, and this is the hard part for the brain to wrap around, if you've been training for a specific event and you put in the right amount of training in the right amount of time, that's the X factor. How much time did you really commit to this? Because fitness equals time. I mean, that's it. How do you want to spend it? But if you did all that, there's nothing in the world I'm going to do to improve my fitness between now and the event. It's just about maintaining and not fucking it up. So I know, like, when I do, oh shit. Well, I don't know if you can hear
We
me.
lost Nick. He's down.
Oh, there goes my phone.
Man down.
Oh, hopefully I didn't destroy that.
Don't too hard there, Nick. Going too hard. Calm down there.
So when I was doing all right, good. These iPhones, man, are freaking amazing. When I was doing a lot of Spartans, I basically had a routine where the day before the event was travel day, so I almost never did anything. I just tried to get as many steps in as I can. 2 days before the event, I did like a pre-race run where literally just a 30-minute run, maybe some burpees and some stretching. So
Yeah.
and I know there's a guy I just saw on this Ironman group that I'm part of. He's actually on his way up to do the 70.3 Ironman in Gulf Coast. So his big event, his taper is doing an Ironman before the Ironman. I'm guessing he probably does this a lot though, and it takes him less to recover than I do. So everyone's got their own thing, for sure. Like, you're not going to improve your fitness several days before your event. So it's about maintaining and not screwing it up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like what you've achieved so far is pretty much kind of where it's going to be. It's almost like me. I got the graduation in 11 days. I'm not going to lose a lot of weight between now and then. Lose a little bit, but that has to happen long before the 11 days prior, kind of thing. So
I'll even give you another example with your with the barbershop quartet. Like, with the barbershop singing, they call it quartet. Right? You guys are backstage about to get called up. Someone says, "Oh shit, we should have practiced more." Well, that ship has sailed.
Right. Exactly. We're going, 3 hours a week right now. Starting in June, we go 6 hours a week. It's all working on the little details so that, as we say, we don't practice until we get it right. We practice until we can't get it wrong.
Boom.
And that's what the focus is on that. So that all happens right now. It's not going to happen in 2 months. It's going to happen right now.
Exactly. I'm scared. I'm both scared to death and super excited for the event, and I'm really only scared to death because of the things that can go haywire. I can have a day where my blood sugars don't cooperate, and they're either stubbornly high or stubbornly low, and those are things that can take me out of a race. My POTS can completely flare up. I can crash. I can, it's already going to be a challenge keeping up with the hydration, and even though I'm scared to death of these things, these are also the reasons that I'm doing them. They're not the excuse to not do them. They won't be an excuse for failure. They're the reasons I did them in the first place. But and it should be hard. It should be scary. It's called Ironman. It's not called Easy Man.
That's right. What's up, Jessica? Good to see you this morning. Thanks for joining us. Man, haven't talked to you in a while. Hope you're doing well.
You know, Nick, talk
Good.
about all this
Yeah.
stuff that you deal with, man. You know, out there in those courses, bro. You know, I mean, say something does happen. You know, I mean, are y'all a pretty tight knit group? I mean, I know people come from all over the world, but someone sees you sitting on a log when everyone else is running. You know, is so are they checking on you, man? And is medical attention like readily available for people like you? Because I'm sure you are not the only one out there with some type of hindrance or disorder or disability that is trying to run these things.
Well, you know, an event like this, you don't need to have something wrong with you for something to go wrong. I'll be honest. My biggest takeaway, because I've been doing these weekly videos where I've been talking about training with POTS and training with diabetes, and
Yeah, I
honest to
love. I've
God,
been watching them.
my greatest takeaway is that there's absolutely nothing remarkable about me whatsoever. You know, those things cause me to look at my nutrition and fuel and hydration. So does everyone else. There's nothing
Yeah.
different. I mean, yeah, my needs might be different, but who am I to say? I don't know what the other person's going through. So, that said, these things are lined with medical staff. But to be honest, I won't take their help because the moment they put their hand on me, I'm
Typical man.
disqualified. Well, it's
Typical
not that.
man.
It's it's not just that. It's if they do, I'm disqualified,
Oh, really?
and I can't take their help or I can't do the race. So
I didn't know that.
Unless
Wow,
you
that's
absolutely
crazy.
need it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
so unless I'm getting,
I was asked. Go ahead. Sorry, Nick.
I was gonna say unless I'm getting carried out. So like in a Spartan race, I actually the race I broke my rib in a couple years back. I mean, I was like when it first happened, I was blacking out. The pain just like shot straight through my head. I was spotty as hell. And I remember medical staff tried getting up to me, and I swatted them. I was like, "Don't you fucking touch me," because I wanted to finish the race, and I did. And I'm sure they wouldn't have cared just to check me out or whatever. But you know, I don't know anybody really in the Ironman community, and to be honest, I can't. I've heard that people will stop and help each other, but I mean, everyone's trying to finish this thing, so I'm going to rely on the professionals and just hope that I don't need them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
Well,
sense.
Now,
I was asked as
Makes
much
sense.
for you as other people that might be thinking about doing these things may have some limitations. Like, oh, what if something goes wrong with me out there in the middle of the forest?
well, now
What
in a
do I do?
Spartan, that's
So
one thing because you are in the middle of nowhere, literally in a place where it can be, like when I DNF'd the Killington race a couple years ago, I was on top of the mountain. I was on the very top, and when I went up to the volunteer, and I was like, "Dude, I need to hitch a ride out of here." I was like, "I can't go on." He couldn't get anybody on the radio. I had to climb down like 2,000 feet to get to the next aid station so somebody could call for help. Now,
Yeah.
that said, I could do that. Somebody else could have done it for me if I was immobile. But an Ironman is different. You know, we are talking about city streets. We're swimming in a river. I mean, it's multiple loops. This thing is well staffed. So my concerns certainly aren't about the elements because all the things that I'm going to need, both for getting through it and if things go wrong, are there. You know, so to your point, if something goes wrong with something, I mean, it's still an event where you're challenging your body. We still are going to be in 80, 90 degree weather. There's thousands of people out there. You know, I'm not saying that it's 100% safe, but nothing ever is. But I feel these things are probably about as supported as you can reasonably expect to be, regardless of any special needs that you might have. But I also know that I'm going to check in with them when I get there. They have like a medical needs or special needs tent where I guess you might inform them of what your conditions are and stuff like that. But I mean, that's all a learning experience for me still.
how far is this one that y'all are doing, Nick?
140.6 miles.
Holy bro, I did not know it was that long. So that's 70.3. Is that literally 70.3 miles
Yeah,
for
and
that
that's a
Ironman?
half.
Oh, really?
So that's a half Ironman. So like a half marathon. So the full Ironman is the 2.4 mile swim, the 112-mile bike, and then a marathon, which is 26.2 miles.
God, man. I've seen the numbers, but I don't know if 5K, 6K, if they measure them like that, the 70 could have just been 70K. So, man, that's
Yeah.
interesting, bro. And the one y'all was doing is in Florida, right?
Yep, Jacksonville. I reached out
How
to.
convenient for you, huh?
Well, I mean, it's still 3 nights in a hotel and a
Yeah.
4-hour drive each way, but definitely
You know what
better
I
than
mean? You ain't
having
got
to
to try to
pack
fly
my
to
bike.
Serbia for this one, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, I don't have to pack my bike and Now, I will tell you one thing that I've learned as far as like conditions are concerned. After the race that night will be the single worst night of my life. And I'm not kidding. I will not be able to regulate my body temperature. So I'll have cold sweats all night. I'll break into shivers. I'll shake uncontrollably at random times. I may or may not vomit. I may or may not get to go to the bathroom at all, or it might be nasty if I do.
Isn't that crazy to think about what your body's going to go through and then it has to get back to normal?
You know, for a while, like for years, until I knew what POTS was, and I would do these big events and stuff like that would happen, you know, I wasn't sure what it was, just the exhaustion. And now I know it's literally like my nervous system just freaking the fuck out. So at least now, as I'm in bed shaking uncontrollably, I'll be doing it with my Ironman medal.
Yeah. And you know it's coming. Like, you know, it's not what's going on.
It's the cost of doing business, you know, and it'll go away. It'll take me a day or two. It's the cost of doing business. It'll go away.
Yeah. It's wild, dude. It's wild. That's going to be awesome to have that medal.
I know. That's what I say. Wow. I commend you in lumbar. There ain't no way you're getting me to do one of them things, buddy.
Dude, I said that shit for 20 years, brother. I mean, a year and a half ago, I said I would never do an Ironman. So.
You lost me 140, 26 miles or whatever it was. You lost me there.
I think my youngest daughter wants to start doing like sprint triathlons, so we're gonna do those together.
Oh hell yeah!
This fall, so it's gonna be fun.
My wife did that sprint triathlon for her first when I did that one last weekend.
Yeah.
She crushed it. She loved it. She already got back in the water, been swimming again. So
yeah,
and she doesn't really like to run that much. So she's like really leaning into the swimming and biking, and you know it's a good thing that we can do together sometimes, which is fun. Like she's not doing 100 miles with me, but we'll do 20 miles and go swim together.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It'll be a good time with her. You know, trying to encourage her that you know her sister's going to be gone. It's sad, but now she gets 2 years with mom and dad that she's going to be able to create memories. So we're trying to work on what memories we're going to create and make it special for her while she's here. So.
That's awesome. I know I've talked like almost the whole show, but I just want to tell one quick story. I was at the Spartan race on Saturday at Raymond James Stadium with the Bucks play, and I wasn't racing because climbing 5,000 stairs 2 weeks before Ironman didn't seem like a good idea. But I was there supporting my wife, and man, I love just getting out and supporting the community. It is so cool to be out there and just cheering on the other racers and not having it be about you for a day. But one of the things that was really cool is my wife hasn't been training for these. She's been training for triathlon and stuff. And, you know, we just lost our dog Benny last week. And she had written his name on her leg. And I see her. She doesn't know I can see her. But she completes this one obstacle and then she moves on to the rope climb. And I went with like an extreme angle so I could see her from where I was and videotaped her. And I saw her go up there and pull herself up there decisively. And she smacked the shit out of that bell. And I got it on video. And I was just so proud of her and so pumped for her. And that was just a really great moment. And so when you talk about your daughter, like doing it together is one thing too. But those moments where you're just there and supporting for someone else in that same type of thing, I don't know, man, it's a different type of strength it gives you.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. What a great story, dude. I feel like we need to close out on this story of like, you know, what rope do you need to climb? What bell do you need to smack the, you know what out of today? What challenge do you need to go after? And who's rooting you on? You know, who's cheering you on? You know, those kind of things matter. It's like, I love that, man. So as we close out today's show, good to see you guys as always. Folks, remember, iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Find your group, find your tribe, get ready to go. Nick, enjoy that bike. Pedro, good to see you as always, my friend. Enjoy your trip. We'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys.